Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie. You're listening to Not-Stalgia, the podcast where we may find that the sequel is not as good.
Yeah.
It's going to be sophomore slump today, guys.
Yeah,
we were watching.
Well, wait, you're coming into this with that attitude? Of course you're not going to like it.
Listen.
You got to be open-minded.
You can't catch lightning in a bottle twice.
I know. Anyway.
And there's no power line. So.
How do you know? Have you seen this?
No, but I have a feeling, and I'm very concerned.
Okay.
So, I am going to do the boring but welcome history segment. Here it goes.
All right.
Today, if you listen to our previous podcast last week, we did a Goofy movie. This week, we are doing an extremely Goofy movie. How do you feel about sequels?
Me
Tyler?
personally?
Yes, you.
I like them when they, advance the story, when they don't just rehash the first movie.
Do you have a favorite sequel?
Back to the Future 2 and 3.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite sequel?
I don't really have a favorite anything.
That seems true.
I've just transcended preference.
Okay.
So, an extremely Goofy movie was released on February 29th, 2000. I believe they released it on Leap Day because they knew it was going to be an abomination.
So they would never have to celebrate the anniversary except once every 4 years?
Yep. This went straight to video.
Not necessarily a bad thing.
Not 100% a good sign.
Well, now, The Irishman was straight to streaming, you know?
Yeah, but does an extremely Goofy movie have Joe Pesci in it? No.
I don't know, maybe. I don't remember.
This film, if we can call it that, was directed by Douglas McCarthy and Ian Harrowell.
Okay.
And was written by Scott Gordon.
Great, thank you, Kate, for all that info. While we're thinking about sequels really quick.
I've never seen this also.
Right.
So I shouldn't really pass judgment.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah. You say, do I like sequels? Do you like sequels? Disney sequels, in particular, I have a bone to pick with. I think they're just generally...
We heard about it last week.
A bad
Cinderella
idea.
3, Hot Tub Time Machine.
They travel back in time in one of those Cinderella... It's crazy. It's just like, you make this great thing, doesn't need a sequel. Especially most Disney movies that are based on some sort of traditional story or fairy tale that does not have a sequel. It really feels like a cash grab to make a sequel 50 years later.
Watch a non-sequel, but reboot, reimagining... where you go back to the actual Grimm's fairy tales of different Disney things.
Oh, sure.
And then instead of Cinderella, like, daintily putting her foot inside the shoe, it's like the stepsisters hacking away at their toes.
Which at that point wouldn't even be a Disney reboot. It would be using the original source material, you know? So that would make me trepidatious to begin with about this sequel. I think you could definitely do a good Goofy movie sequel. It came out only 5 years later, so it's not like this ridiculous later thing they just thought of when they decided, let's sequelize everything. But my feelings about this personally, I don't know why it's good or if it's good. Last week I said I saw a Goofy movie millions of times, or however many, because I wore it out. I saw this movie twice.
Okay.
I was excited when it came out because I was like, oh, cool, another one of these. I love the first one. I think even as a kid, and this is what an annoying, contrarian, pedantic kid I was about some of these things.
Wow, so much has changed.
It's hard to describe, but in the interim between 1995 and 2000, digital animation techniques became more prevalent that I don't know were used as much or at all in the first Goofy movie. In the second one, there's just this thing where every movie around that time, the Rugrats movie did it, you suddenly had like really cool lighting effects where there was like a bloom of light coming in through a window and it would light up everybody and there'd be more shadows. And I think my problem with that, this is so dumb that I would even complain about it or be annoyed about it as a 9-year-old child. It just didn't look the same as the Goofy movie. It was jarring to me.
It's kind of like when you order a hot dog at age 9 and it comes out and it's got a little bit of burnt on it.
I guess so.
And you're kind of just like, hey, I didn't order this hot dog with burnt.
And looking back now, I would prefer...
You definitely cried when you got a hot dog with burnt on it.
But I would prefer a charred hot dog now, and I would probably prefer this lighting effect because it's cool. It adds this weird level of realism, but it did something where I was like, I don't know, I don't like it. Also, in this movie is about, from what I remember, I did no research because you thankfully did all that. Thank you, Kate.
I've done no research either.
You just told me all that info. You did the barest minimum.
I did great.
Max is going to college. Great premise, because you have, again, kind of the Max and Goofy growing apart.
Sure,
Max
you got
growing
a relationship in transition. Yeah.
So there's college involved. As a kid, I did not understand what college was. And I think it took me until basically my junior to senior year in high school to even really fully understand what it was. My mom would always tell me, you need to go to college. In today's world, even as a little kid, I remember hearing that. You got to go to college to get a good job. But I didn't really understand that it was like more school, specialized school. So this movie is probably at age 9.
Your first introduction.
Of seeing college represented in something. Yes.
It probably would have been better for Max Goof to go to trade school and get a certificate in a high-demand, high-paying field.
I'm sure you're right, and I'm curious to see what his major is. So I think I could not relate to this at all. It was hard as a 5-year-old. I don't know that I related that much to high school Max, but at least a little more. He's in school. He's the last day of school. That kind of stuff. But as a 10-year-old or 9-year-old, seeing a college-based Goofy movie, I don't think I connected with it at all. There's nothing to grab onto there. The only other thing I really remember is that there's some sort of X Games skateboarding storyline because it was the year 2000 and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was out.
No, come on.
I know, and you can't judge that because the first Goofy movie is all about like a cool 90s, 1995-esque musician. So it's also pandering to kids.
Sure it is.
So the X Games, same thing, but I just don't remember that as fondly. So I don't know. I saw it when I was a kid once on tape, never watched it again. And then I know I watched this once in college, but I'm not remembering it. So again, it must not have been good enough or bad enough to stand out in my mind. All I know is I'm almost certain Roxanne is not in this, which is lame. It's Roxanne, my first true love.
Oh my god. You think I look like that cartoon dog?
Guys, go listen to our last week's episode. You got to listen to it first, because I think it's going to inform a lot of what we say.
Is Katie equals Roxanne?
Just think, a whole nother year, just you and me.
A year? Did he say a year? Tell me he didn't say a year, man. I heard a year. Would you hold me and tell me he didn't say a year?
A year's that's forever.
Yay.
You realize this could severely affect campus hijinkage.
Yeah. And how are we gonna whip those gammas now?
With your dad's practice interruptus.
Listen, guys, cut the old man some slack. He has to be here. He was fired and he can't find a good job without a degree.
Do you think that it's going to tackle student debt? How do they feel about the whole college for all thing in this movie?
The Goofy, the dog characters at Spoonerville High or Spoonerville University.
You're right. It's like getting a little burnt on your hot dog.
Look at the highlights on Goofy's pants. The next thing we see, it's weird, right?
Ooh, Max's transition to like skinny pants.
I'm getting a little emotional just thinking about Max going to college, though. So maybe they'll get me.
Sweetie, everything gets you lately. It's part of your natural transition to midlife.
Guys, I'm 28, so I hope this isn't my midlife, but it could be.
Probably is.
What would that make me? 56 when I die? You heard it here first, guys.
They want to win the College X Games so that they can be the coolest. Are they all going to college together?
I think so.
Don't go to college with your friends, guys. Is Bobby just wearing like a paper plate on his head?
He might be. Oh no, Goofy's getting sad.
Man, Pete cannot wait to have PJ out of the house.
Hearing Goofy say the word X Games does take me out of this a little.
Oh man, so this is like really selling that college for all myth. He's like, son,
this is what
you'll
my
get a
mom
degree,
used to say.
and the world will be your clam.
Yeah.
Like they really are leaning into that college for all myth.
Yeah, but it's 2000, Kate.
I know,
That's
was right
what
right at the beginning. This is the weird part. He's only brought like 2 suitcases to college. This is a typical male. How much did you bring to college?
A good amount. You remember my car being loaded down on trips to and from when I was over breaks and
but it was
in
like
and out.
one 1997 Ford Escort's worth of stuff.
Which isn't that big. You're right.
Most of which was in plastic trash bags.
So they're going for the Goofy walking around the empty house sad. It doesn't work quite as well as in Toy Story 3. They really get it. They nailed it there. They somehow did the emotional stuff so far better in the first one.
Yeah, it just feels like kind of hollow. You know?
I don't know why. Why? Are they trying too hard? The music's a bit sappy in the background.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm not as invested.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
And I haven't heard one single Powerline song yet, so maybe that's why.
Again, horrible perilous driving.
Maybe.
Where characters have a map in front of their face. They're driving through a cornfield.
It just feels more extreme. Doesn't it?
Well, what is the title of this movie?
I know, but you know what I mean? Like, it just feels more... all of it just feels more. What's happening here?
So Goofy, he's had
now
a lot of...
employed at, like, an evil toy company.
Yeah, there's been a lot of job turnover in his life. He's not customer-facing anymore.
Yeah.
In fact, his uniform looks kind of like a prison jumpsuit, which I suppose is intentional. And he works on some sort of horrible assembly line.
Is this like an Amazon production facility? Look at it.
Goofy's going to try to unionize and they're going to fire him. So Goofy has a soul-crushing job. He had a fun job taking photos in the last one.
Oh my god, it's Jeff Bezos.
His boss is screaming at him through this police state surveillance system. And so Goofy just looked in his locker when he was getting dressed at old photos of Max to feel emotional. Why wouldn't they put a picture of a scene from the first movie in there?
Because they want you to forget that it happened.
They just don't.
They don't want
don't
you
think
to,
of a better movie while you're watching
they don't want
this.
you to think of a movie that earns it more.
It's just disappointing
because I don't feel like this is earning it. It's not earning it.
It's earned nothing so far.
This just seems like
Worth
an
pointing out.
industrial accident. This is like Chernobyl right now.
How many Ronkin is that?
Wow, who are these cool bros skateboarding down the street? This isn't a public nuisance at all.
Called
You just
it
referred
Java.
to it as Java. This is not good.
Did no one tell Max to like at least wait one semester to join
A
into
fraternity,
Greek life? Yeah.
You know.
Establish yourself, figure out your routine, make friends.
Max thinks he's like hot stuff. He's not. This feels a little bit more like Goof Troop
Yes,
to me.
I agree with you.
I just don't like it.
I agree. It's a little sillier, and there's just nothing to relate to for a kid.
Yeah, no, there's nothing to relate to for me.
Right.
And like I went to college.
Right.
Like this is it just so far has been a disappointment. I would really like for Bobby to go to class. Bobby's definitely an anthropology major. Roxanne has moved on to someone who probably doesn't lie to her all the time.
I hope so, but this is a major downgrade for
We
Max.
just want the best for Roxanne.
This poetry girl is no Roxanne.
Hopefully
so.
Roxanne is at a different university studying gender and women's studies,
Definitely.
getting her stuff together. Oh my god. Goofy is in the unemployment office. So they also can't find Goofy a single job at the unemployment office because he doesn't have a college degree. See? I'm telling you, this is pushing the college
Yeah.
for all myth.
Do you think Disney did that
there's-
on purpose?
There is a deeper agenda here, and I think we need to look into it.
Guys, Katie's got her tinfoil out.
Listen.
She's making a hat.
Oh, finally. Max Goof has gone to class for once. So now not only is Goofy paying his son's tuition most likely, he is now paying his own tuition.
And he's going to the same school and, of course, the same classes as Max, which makes no sense because this should be an intro class for Max, and Goofy just has to finish 1 year of school.
Well, maybe he's like one English credit short, you know?
Oh, and he can take anything.
Goofy is that one older student that you went to college with that, like, when the lecture was going to end early, they would ask, like, one or two more questions and you'd be there for the whole time, if not longer. It's like, all right, does anybody have any questions? And then you see that older student's hand start to go up, you want to slap it right down.
Total age discrimination, and we should be being totally, like, respectful because...
Yep.
Good for them for going back, but it was always that way. Sometimes it would be somebody saying, like, I have so much life experience, let me chime in on
and
this.
you're like,
no.
no.
They may be older than the professor, so they
Yep.
feel like they have more authority than them.
Why is everyone hanging out in their underwear here?
Oh, come on, didn't you've been in college. You've been in your own room. Are they in a forced triple also?
I think they might be. When I used to work at the community college, my favorite thing was when parents and kids would go to community college together and then graduate together. It was the greatest thing ever.
Do you think the kids felt like Max?
No. I think this is insanely classist, you know?
That he's just angry that his dad's
Yeah.
here? Yeah. Also, like, to save money, you'd think now Max would... If
Yeah.
Goofy's commuting, you'd think
Yeah.
they'd just drive in together.
Honestly, yeah. And listen, this is peddling a myth that, like, you know,
Yes.
everybody needs this time to go be independent. No. Just go to trade school. You're right.
Fair? It's getting too
College
real.
isn't for everybody.
It's getting too real
College
in here,
isn't
guys.
for everybody.
Spoken as two people who both did a traditional...
Absolutely, yeah.
Dorm
and
room,
if someone
college
had
experience.
told me that my love of rules and my small frame and little tiny hands and my enjoyment of like putting pieces of a puzzle together would have resulted in me being a great electrician, I probably would have gone to trade school.
The tide's turning. He likes redheads, huh?
Yeah, he's got kind of a weird thing going on. What a hound dog.
I love how seriously Goofy's taking this. This is great.
Yeah,
because he
that's-
knows
you know
the
what?
value of education. Because he's
Absolutely.
paying for it.
Yeah, people should, honestly, I tell people all the time, go ahead, take a couple gap years. Be that older student who asks the question, and then you're there for 40 minutes.
Everyone might hate you, but you'll probably get a valuable answer. I would be annoyed if I was Goofy here and I have my son whose tuition I'm paying and I just see how, like, not seriously he's taking his
Yeah.
studies. You can take a loan out next time, Max.
Pro tip, though, so we're looking at the librarian right now.
Mm-hmm.
Pro tip, if you are in college, make sure to utilize your college's reference librarian because they can tell you where everything is.
True. They are well-versed in things even beyond the catalog of books.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll help you get an interlibrary loan. They'll help you do a research paper and
Oh,
everything,
absolutely,
right?
yeah. Did you have a mood ring?
Yes.
Did you?
Did you?
Yeah. Mine was always stuck on yellow, though.
What did that mean?
Which I think means, like, sick.
You should have gone to the doctor. I loved my mood ring. I was all into it for whatever brief period I wore it before I tired of it. It
All
changed
right,
color.
so Goofy and this librarian are gonna get together.
I think they might. They're an age-appropriate couple.
Yeah,
Everything's
it's actually
good.
very nice.
Yeah, I think just as a kid, the combination of like a college storyline and Goofy's obsession with the 1970s, I had nothing to
Yeah, there's just not much
to relate to
like,
in any
hold on
way.
to.
Right.
Maybe
Like,
the X Games. Maybe if you were like a more
Yes.
extreme kid.
I wonder how. So if you're listening and you were a more of an extreme sports kid,
yeah, if you like skateboarding,
or maybe if you were
BMX biking,
like a little older, like you were in high school,
going outside at all.
But this is clearly not for high schoolers. This is for younger kids. I don't know. Just tell us what you thought of this movie. Not-Stalgia@AOL.com. Send us an email. Send us a voice message. There's a link in the episode description to send a message.
Goofy's amazing at skateboarding because he doesn't have any cartilage.
Pure accident.
All right, so it turns out Goofy's an amazing skateboarder, even better than Max, who is the best skateboarder out there, because Goofy probably paid for lessons.
I like to think that Bobby and Stacy are still together, though.
Me too. You know, it's my fondest hope.
It's my headcanon. There's Max, again, out partying instead of studying, or even practicing his skateboarding. Here's one reference to the original movie, some gooey cheese everywhere on these nachos. Oh, no. Bobby and Stacy aren't together. He's trying to shack up with the poet girl. She's not going for it.
Is this a Saturday Night Fever reference?
Yeah, so this is beyond... Last week you mentioned that there was like this weird disco resurgence in the 90s. Yeah. This is after that was already over, I think.
Yeah.
There's so much in this movie of men slobbering over female characters.
It's like kind of disturbing.
There's like a lot of it. The librarian just came out in like a jumpsuit, a 70s jumpsuit, and literally characters' jaws hit the floor.
It just feels like kind of wrong.
Goofy's a great dancer.
I don't think Goofy has any cartilage. Good for PJ. That he's like somehow snagged this super cool, older, upperclassman girlfriend. A very extreme disco soundtrack right now. It's just a lot.
Now Goofy's distracted from his studies because he's chasing a woman.
He's not going to graduate.
This is what happened last time, Goofy. Don't you remember why you didn't graduate the first time? He's going to end up dropping out to raise a new son.
100% just made out.
They did. Goofy's face is covered in lipstick.
Oh my god, are we going to like pledge a fraternity right now?
Yeah, there's like an evil pledging ritual here.
This is like a really weird montage.
We still have only seen one moment of them in any class.
Yeah. If this was your first introduction to college, I'm surprised you graduated at all.
I was like, Mom, I can't go to college. I don't know how to ride a skateboard. Why would they use the real name of the X Games? Like, is that the reason they made this?
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
Listen, it is all intertwined. You know what makes over $1 billion a year? College sports.
Do you think the first Goofy movie was to convince people to go on road trips? Because it was made by, like...
No. The first Goofy movie is Sweetness and Light. Don't you dare say anything about the first Goofy movie.
Get a Goofy movie's name out your mouth. This movie makes me feel nothing.
Yeah, no, it makes me even just feel less than nothing. Like, it just makes me feel mad.
I feel empty inside watching this.
I just want to go do my laundry. He put some rocket boosters on his
This is illegal.
The rich boy.
Is he juicing too? Look at Goofy's physique in a skin-tight bodysuit.
It's a lot.
His kneecaps are really popping out. Now you get to do what you've always wanted. Watch Goofy skateboard for an extended sequence.
Oh no.
God,
Bradley Thirst Munchers. What's his name? Penny Pincher? No.
I don't remember.
What's it?
It's like Breadwell or something.
Bradley One Percenters blinding him with a mirror.
Yeah.
Has blinded Max.
He just can't do it legitimately. Couldn't he have at least done it like legally and just like bought the judges?
Yeah, be like the rest of the 1%. Was like skateboarding really big? I don't remember. Like
huge. This does fit in with the Disney tradition of crazy hallucination scenes, like in Dumbo or Heffalumps and Woozles or all of Fantasia.
What's happening?
This is really nuts.
It's off the rails. It's just so strange.
It's really weird inclusion. Who is this movie for?
It's not for anyone.
Right? Goofy's so sad that his son didn't want to hang out with him that he's like forgotten to go on a date with his girlfriend.
Yeah, he's torpedoed his personal life. Yeah. Everything's bad. Still unemployed. Eating all this red meat with Pete. I feel like Goofy is built like Weird Al. Like if Goofy was a man, I think he would just be Weird Al.
I could see it. Even the way he moves.
The only relatable part of this movie so far is I feel like in college I never had an umbrella.
Max was walking around he was unprepared for the rain.
I just feel like I never had an umbrella, ever. Max has no grit.
It's true. He's quit immediately the skateboarding because he lost one event.
He was like, I came in second in my best event. I got to transfer to college.
Life. Life is like a lime. It's tart and tangy. Sweet. Oh, so sublime. Quiet. Speechless like a mime. Bold and noisy like a crime. Don't you dare waste my time, cause life can stop on a dime.
It'd be pretty annoying to know this girl, though, if all she does is speak in poems.
We all knew this girl in college. We all knew her. There's just like a lot to unpack that I don't even have the mental energy to unpack. Like, I'm just not doing it. I just don't even want to. Wow, so not only has Sylvia forgiven him, but she's going to help him pass his final college credit that he needs.
You told our listeners to utilize their college reference librarian.
Yeah, but not if she's like your personal reference librarian. He's gonna burn down the Gamma House.
Luckily, it's a Collier's mansion.
Specifically, how do you cheat at skateboarding? I don't know enough.
What if you, like, loosened the wheels on the opponent's board?
Has Bobby taken off his roller skates this entire movie? I don't think so.
This was definitely around the same time as Brink. Remember when we watched Brink?
I remember Brink. It's extreme.
Rocket power. There's a lot going on right now.
It's just too much.
The X stands for extreme, so...
This movie just has no heart.
Nothing.
Like, actually none.
It's a commercial for ESPN and the X Games.
And college. For all.
Oh, yeah, that too. Oh, the street luge. So when I was a kid, there was all this street luging and, like, this and rocket power. I tried it once on a Razor scooter. So I laid down and tried to fold the scooter up partially, and it just folded up on me.
Just the fact that you tried street luge makes me feel oddly proud, because that's not something that I would imagine you doing.
Oh, wow, they're shooting fireworks with a bow and arrow at the BMX competition. Someone's going to lose their life so they can win.
Is that a beaver?
I think he's a bear? Everyone else has been a dog so far.
This is terrible.
This sucks. We're just trashing it.
It's really disappointing.
But we have to finish. I need to know if Goofy gets a job.
He's not going to get a job. He's going to be one of the millions of underemployed people with a bachelor's degree.
Overqualified, underemployed.
Yeah.
This is also almost exactly like Brink.
Yeah.
This is
like
what happened
Like
in
a
it.
mean guy.
Yeah, and I think there was like, they got to a point where the cameras couldn't see them, and then he cheated, or something happened, right? He pushed him.
Yeah. Oh my god, Bobby's going to die.
I've never cared less about the climax of a film.
Meh. A million people just died in this
There's
accident.
like a huge disaster going on at the X Games.
Oh my god, there's a fire.
Yeah.
No one has learned anything.
No.
No one has apologized.
Max won the X Games somehow. Again, first movie, he somehow ends up on stage, so is this any worse? Not really, but it feels like it is. I've been pretending this movie didn't exist for years, and I'd like to go back to doing that.
It doesn't land.
Yeah.
Nothing lands here.
So Max is at Goofy's graduation now. Should be the sweetest, tear-jerking moment in this movie. This doesn't work.
Congratulations, Dad. Here.
Gosh, son, what's this?
Well, you gotta open it to find out.
But this is yours.
No, Dad. This is for you. Read the inscription.
I might not be your little boy anymore, but I'll always be your son.
Goofy is so codependent.
He just needs, it's too much.
Has he spent any time by himself working on himself? He just went from being obsessed with his son to being obsessed with this librarian.
I'm just so
Katie has
mad.
flung her earbud out of her ear.
I just can't believe I spent that time that I'm never going to get
All
back.
right, so I'd like to point out, we were in...
I was in
to last week's
probably
episode.
the best mood that I've ever been in.
Yeah, we were feeling great. We should have used that to, like, go out for a drive.
I'd go on a run,
like,
improve
go do
my
something
life.
productive and, like, enjoy our lives, like, cook dinner. But instead we watched this, although I'm glad we did, because I think if we had started not from such a high, we wouldn't have made it to the end of this movie.
No.
This depleted the whole tank of gas.
I'm exhausted. I'm hungry. I have negative feelings about the future. It's legit the worst.
I highly recommend, if you love the Goofy movie...
Don't watch this.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't watch
this.
Just
pretend it doesn't exist.
It just is so profoundly disappointing. It's like if you were little and you ordered a hot dog and just was fervently hoping that you were going to get a hot dog with burnt on it, but instead they bring you out like haggis.
I just hate it. I hate it so much.
See, like even you're mad.
I'm not full of a lot of hate. This is just, yeah. Why'd they make this? And why didn't they bring back any of the creative team from the first one?
It was just sad and bad.
Yeah. I got nothing.
Ugh.
I got absolutely nothing. And it's so interesting because that Disney Movie Tune studio that makes all the bad sequels, you know, they broke their mold there by making the first Goofy movie, which is not a sequel and not bad, and then they kind of fulfilled their destiny here by making a bad sequel to it. God, it's just so bad. It doesn't acknowledge the first movie at all. I don't even know. I don't know. I want to figure out why it's so bad. I don't think it's possible to quantify it. Guys, Katie has stopped responding to anything I've said.
I have nothing left. This is the worst.
You know where to find us. I don't even have it in me to end this episode properly.
Honestly, just like go to Not-Stalgia.org. Hug your kids and your pets tonight because like you never know. Because one day you could be having a great day and then you watch an extremely goofy movie and it just...
And that's it.
Everything feels bleak now.
Goodbye.
Oh.
He's a son going off to college.
Going already? See ya!
Goodbye, my little college man.
And going for the extreme adventure.
Let's do it! Yes!
Until...
Maxie! I'm just a yearning for some learning.
Now only on video. One goofy dad is about to learn how to groove. Disney presents a movie that proves no matter how old you are, you never stop learning. That family comes first, even if your dad is goofy.
Dad, you're scaring people.
An extremely goofy movie. Now on video.
Ah!